This is Mount Massive.
Yodeling.
All right, this is a rivalry week, and in the theme of rivalry week, we are going to put up the top five rivalries in college football. I will begin. I have at number five, Penn State at Rutgers. I'm joking. It was in jest. That is a joke. That's why I had it that way, Mr. Anal, about the format, Alex. Um, I'm gonna have the number five Miami at Florida State. When they both were decent, it was a good game to watch. Number four, USC at UCLA. Um, the pageantry in that game, the Rose Bowl, it's cool to watch when I assume when you're a West Coaster and you can see it all the time. It's fun to watch it last night. Number three, Army Navy. I just dig that game.
Mhm.
It just gives you a different vibe. It's college football, but like America. Number two, Auburn and Alabama. I mean, they killed a tree over this.
The Iron Bowl.
It's insane. And then, of course, number one is the game. They call it the game for a reason. Ohio State versus the team up north.
So we're done saying Michigan now.
Yeah, I was going to slow burn into it. I don't want to talk as much shit as I have because we lost last year. So, like, I'm kind of just like warming into it.
Okay. I'll go next. No particular order. Army Navy. Again, America's game. Harvard Yale.
But do we ever get to see that?
One of the most contested.
It is, but why don't they televise it more?
Because Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't play there anymore.
Oh,
we can't see him anymore. Gotcha. It is televised typically. It's just not. It's usually during a time when other games are going on that you don't want to watch.
Gotcha.
But there's something to that game that I think that will stand the test of time. Miami, Florida State, again, it in its heyday was obviously probably the most heated rivalry in all of college sports, or at least in college football. Next, I have USC Notre Dame in the traditional powerhouses of college football, the traditional names, what came to the matchup, always used. I mean, it's always brings viewers, right? No matter what, brings viewers. And on my list in the last spot is Michigan Ohio State.
I hate the USC Notre Dame rivalry.
Why?
I don't think it's legit. I don't think it's a thing.
Okay. Well, that is the butt of my list, actually. Number five, USC Notre Dame. Number four, I have the backyard brawl, Pitt versus WVU. Number three, Auburn, Alabama, the Iron Bowl. Number two, I have Army Navy as well on my list. And number one, I do agree with Jim, Ohio State, Michigan. The Michigan game. Just kidding. I just wanted to stir it up a little for you. No, but I do agree. It's the best college football rivalry.
National titles, Heisman's, lots of things are decided in that game. My blood pressure.
Your state of well-being for the next year.
Pretty much. It does like set the mood for the year. Like it
for the next year?
Yes. It truly does in my life.
So how was this year for you, bud?
It has sucked. Like it has genuinely sucked. And like you have those Ohio State homers that are like
to you. Okay.
They just ignore it. No, like I'm different. You have the Ohio State guys that ignore it. They still are willing to walk up to a person in a Michigan jersey and talk shit. I can't do that. Like I've spent the whole year walking past Michigan people in a Michigan jersey going, yeah, good for them. Like I can't do it. Now, if we win this year, best believe I'm gonna be that annoying motherfucker that does that. But right now,
why can't you be subdued at all times?
Because it's the game.
Have you met him?
Yeah, thank you.
What'd you say, Alex?
Have you met him? His subdued version is not very subdued.
Just curious.
That's true. I like how you're both on the phones now. This is great YouTubery.
Listen, there's NFL football being played. Now I had to check my stats. I have a parlay.
There's things going on, buddy. There's things going on. We're not all caring as much as you about this game.
I know because your team sucks, and I don't know how to feel that way.
Is that how it is? Because Penn State's
Yeah.
probably gonna be a top 10 team. So
Don't really
shut
feel
your
like
mouth for a
You
second.
guys
Mine
don't
sucks.
have good rivalries. You don't have conference championships
Actually,
that
we
you
do, like,
chase.
mine was
The only
just
reason you have a
Christian.
good rivalry now is because of Jim Harbaugh. You're welcome. If
Okay.
not, it wouldn't be a rivalry game. It wouldn't
I'm
be mean as much. So you should
pretty
be
sure we
thanking
still
Jim
mean
Harbaugh.
as much.
I don't think it would mean as much if Jim Harbaugh hadn't brought this team back.
He brought him back for he brought him back for 1 year. He got his ass kicked for like 7.
Okay. Is this not more exciting now that Jim Harbaugh
No,
is
it's
here?
not exciting. There's no excitement here. It's nerves. Did you not follow along here?
I feel like it's like Groundhog Day for Jim. Like, yeah, he's gonna see his shadow. Like, is it gonna be a good year, bad year?
Right. This is not good times. Anyway, that's Mount Massive.
It'll hate you.